What do UFFI, lead-based paint, and asbesto have in common? They were all used at one time in residential construction. Asbesto is a mineral that was once used as insulation because it was resistant to fire and contained heat effectively. effectively. Lead was used as a pigment and a drying agent in alkyd oil-based paint. Lead-based paint may be on any interior or exterior surface, but it is particularly common on doors, windows, and other woodwork. In the 1970s, many homeowners had urea formaldehyde foam insulation, which is UFFI, installed in their homes to conserve energy. All of the following may contribute to the growth of mold. Roof leak, improperly installed gutter, EIFS, except CFCs. Moisture feed mold grows. If a moisture problem is not discovered or addressed, mold growth can gradually destroy what is growing on vinyl, wallpaper, and exterior insulation finish system, insulation finish system, exterior insulation finish system, or EIFS. That is synthetic stucco. Do not allow moisture to escape. Other moisture problems include roof leak, unvented combustion appliances, and landscaping or gutter that direct water to the building. Federal underground storage tank, or UST regulation, require that liquid uh, petroleum tank that store at least 10% of their volume on the ground be in compliance. The federal UST program is regulated by the EPA. The regulation applies to the tank that contains hazardous substance or liquid petroleum product and that store at least 10% of their volume on the ground. Which state, next question. Which state agency is responsible for implementation of the Georgia Pain Prevention Act of 1994? Georgia Department of Natural Resources. The state agency responsible for the implementation of Georgia Pain Preservation Act of 1994 is the Georgia Department of Natural Resources. What do UFFI, lead-based paint, and asbesto have in common? They were all used at one time in residential construction. Asbesto is a mineral that was once used as insulation because it was resistant to fire and contained heat effectively. Lead was used as a pigment and drying agent in oil-based paint. Lead paint may be on any interior or exterior surfaces, but it is particularly common on doors, windows, and other woodwork. In the 1970s, many homeowners had formerly foam insulation, which is the UFFI, installed in their homes to conserve energy. Which of the following describe the presence of creating landfill site? Waste and topsoil are layered in a pit, mounted up, and then covered with dirt and plants. Capping is the process of laying 2 feet of 4 to 4 feet of soil over the top of the site and then planting grass on it to enhance the landfill aesthetic value and preserve and prevent erosion. The seller deed to the buyer must be recorded before the buyer's deed to the lender, if any. The buyer's new mortgage or deed of trust must then be recorded after the deed because the buyer cannot pledge the property as security for a loan until she owns it. Giving an affidavit of title make the seller potential liable to the title insurance. The affidavit gives the title insurance company the right to sue the seller if his or her statement in the affidavit are incorrect. Seller Sam promised buyer Betty that he will repair a broken fence before closing. On the day of the closing, Betty inspection shows that Sam has not repaired the fence. The broker should revise the contract at the closing to require Sam to complete the repair after the closing. Amendment to the closing provide survivability to the buyers. That is, the seller's duty of repair survives the closing and can be enforced by the buyer. Terry, a licensee, provide Richard, a buyer, with the name of 3 licensed home inspector. When Richard asks which one she liked the best, she says they are all pretty good. Can them call them and see who's available. In fact, she has always been particularly impressed with one of the inspector and thinks one overcharges. She has adequately protected herself against possible liability. Licensee should avoid recommending source of any inspection or testing services. If a buyer suffers any injury as a result of provided negligence, the licensee may also be liable. The better practice is to give client the name of several professionals who offer high-quality services. At closing, a lender generally requires a termite inspection and a fire hazard insurance policy, along with a receipt of the premium. A lender generally requires a title insurance policy and a fire hazard insurance policy, along with the receipt of a premium. In addition, a lender may require other information such as a survey, a termite inspection report, or another inspection report. When Bill applied for a first mortgage, the lender asked him to write a check for application process cost, including an appraisal and a credit check. This is acceptable. However, Bill or his representative need to remember to verify that these items have a POC notation on the settlement statement, because appraisal and credit report are performed before loan approval. They are paid at the time of loan application, whether or not the transaction eventually closes. These items are noted as POC, paid outside closing. POC means paid outside closing on the settlement statement.